Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So if you clicked on this video, you obviously want to know about how to move out if you're like looking to move out at 18, what I did to save money, how you can save money, all that stuff. So just stay tuned, keep watching this video. So I moved out last May. Yeah, it was May that just passed, 2019. That was the day I moved out. So how the whole process start, all that stuff, I'm gonna get right into it. So I'm in college. I go to school up here in Buffalo, and I was still living at home. Like, not living at home, I was living on campus, but like I would still go down for breaks and stuff, Thanksgiving break, Christmas break. I was still going back home, all the way back to New York City or whatever. And I didn't want to live on campus the next semester because living on campus was just too much money. It was not worth it. I was having issues with my roommate. I did not want to have another roommate. Like, not that I didn't want to have another roommate, I just didn't want to live on campus. It was too much rules to abide by. And my school is really like, I'm not saying my school is really not strict when it comes to the whole campus and dorm stuff. They really not strict. Like, literally anybody can get in the building. There's no real security, nothing like that. But it was just so much. I just felt like I could live off campus for way cheaper in the city that I'm at, which is like rent and stuff out here is pretty cheap, and be like not have to listen to nobody's rules or nothing like that, you know? So me and my two friends at the time, I'm gonna name them, let's say Samantha and Kylie. So I was gonna live with my two friends at the time, Samantha and Kylie, and we were looking at houses or whatever. We were looking at houses and apartments to rent, because houses and apartments to rent up here is really cheap. And so we were just looking at houses and apartments to rent, and it was Christmas time, and my boyfriend at the time had got me a dog. My dog is Bounce. I told you guys about that in another video. So my boyfriend at the time had got me Bounce, but we decided to like live off campus before I had got my dog. Like, we was already looking at apartments, already looking at houses, and me and Samantha at the time was really sure of it. We was really sure we was gonna not living on campus. We wanted to definitely live off campus. We wanted to get an apartment or a house or whatever the case might be. But Kylie wasn't too sure. She wasn't too sure. We still had to convince her or whatever. We tried to convince some of our other friends, but they ended up not wanting to live off campus or live with us or whatever the case might be. So my boyfriend had got me Bounce, and Bounce is a pit bull. And I don't know if you guys know, but like, it's like so hard to find an apartment with a pit bull. Like, it is the hardest thing to find an apartment with a pit bull. And at the time, he had Bounce back in New York City. And I know that like it was getting harder for him to keep Bounce, because like he was still living at home and his parents didn't want Bounce there, because like a dog is a lot of responsibility. Anyways, so he had got me Bounce, and I was just like, I know that if I get to live off campus, I'm gonna take Bounce with me. You know, it's my dog. Like, he got him for me. I don't want to like put the responsibility on him or make Bounce feel like he's in somewhere where he doesn't want to be or not wanted. So I would just like, definitely if I move out and live with my friends, I'm gonna like take Bounce with me. So my thing was like, okay, now Bounce is in the picture. I have to find a place that is not only pet friendly but allows, like, has no breed restrictions or whatever. And so it was literally the hardest thing to find apartments. Is because also like in Buffalo where I'm at, it's just like it's not as populated as other places, or like where I'm from, New York City. So it's just like less amount of options to choose from. So it was just like so hard to find a place. And then like my friends were totally cool with me living with Bounce or whatever. It was just hard to find a place. So I found a place that I felt like was a reasonable price, but Samantha at the time didn't feel like, she felt like it was a little bit too expensive. And I'm just like, you know, like I just felt like it wasn't that expensive, and I just felt like she felt like it really was, and we was having like disagreements and disputes about it. And in my head, I felt like if we wasn't gonna find a place that allowed Bounce, I'm not gonna live with you guys. Like, just because I knew my boyfriend at the time couldn't keep him back at where he was, so I'm not gonna he got me a dog and I can't do nothing about it. I know people making it seem like, oh, you're taking his dog so seriously, but it's just like, he's my dog. So So yeah, so like it ended up not working out where they didn't want to live in the place that I found that did allow pit bulls. They felt like it was too much, and I said fine, you know, I don't want to make it feel like Bounce was a burden on anyone, so I'm gonna just take my, like, I'm gonna just go find my place elsewhere, like I'm gonna just do it on my own. So I was searching around for just like a 1-bedroom by myself, 1 bedroom. At the time I was not working, I was just going to class, going to school, I wasn't working. And this is when I came back, like we came back from Christmas break, and I decided I knew I wasn't, like, I was ended up like not gonna live with them. So came back from Christmas break, and then spring break went by, and then I was like, okay, I realized that I'm really gonna have to living on my own. I'm gonna have to live back on campus next semester, and I know for sure I cannot have Bounce on campus next semester. So I was like, I really gotta be serious about this apartment search. So spring semester came, I went back to New York City, was talking about it with my boyfriend at the time, and like, you know. And so yeah, I was looking for apartments, and I was like, how am I find an apartment if I don't even got a job? So I started applying for jobs, and I got the job. I got a job around April. Yeah, it was April that I got the job. Started working full time. It was almost the end of the semester, so the job really wasn't gonna like. The job really was. I didn't, cause sometimes people feel like, oh, working in school you can't do it. No. But it was towards the end of the semester. My grades were pretty good at that time, so I was working like 40-hour weeks, but it didn't affect me that bad because it was the end of the semester, so it wasn't that much pressure on me. So I was working. I had $0 at first. Started saving my money. Started putting like $400 aside each week. Just putting money aside, save for my first and last. Found an apartment. Like, I was just saving. I didn't even know if I was gonna get the apartment yet, but I was just saving. And me, if you guys know me, I don't save for nothing. I cannot save a penny if you ask me to. But I just knew, like, I'm gonna be in a very sticky situation when next semester come and I don't got a place to live, or you know. So I said, let me at least save some money. And I can't. I love shoes so much, guys. I love shoes. I love food. That's what most of my money goes on. Shoes, food. If it's not one of those other, I really like think about spending my money on it. But if it's shoes and food, I don't even think the first time. I'm just spending it. So it was really hard for me to save the money, but I was just working all the time and saving it. And I had my meal plan still on campus, so I wasn't really buying outside food. I wasn't really going nowhere. I was just going to class and going to work. So that's how I was just able to save so much money. And then so I finally found like a leasing agent, and she helped me find an apartment with this development company that I'm with right now. And they had no breed restrictions. Matter of fact, not only do they have no breed restrictions, you can have any kind of pet. A dog, a snake, a turtle, doesn't matter, as long as you tell them and you have renter's insurance. I thought God really found me that day. Like, when I found that, I knew God was talking to me, because I was just like it's not even like there's like multiple places that offer. It's just like this one place that I found. And I'm from New York City, so you guys know living in New York City is really expensive. Like, it is so expensive to live in New York City. So when she was going over some of the 1-bedroom apartment things with me, I'm just like, this is well within my budget. I could do this. Like, I already had the money for the first and down, and I was just like, I could do this. I could pay this, you know. My parents thought it was a little bit expensive for me because it was just gonna be me, but I know at the time that like I was like low key like thinking about like asking my boyfriend to move in with me or whatever. But that's a story for a whole different day. But like, I was just like, I know I could do this. I already had this money saved. I could put this down payment on. Just the furniture I had to worry about buying and all that stuff, but I thought that was pretty reasonable. So I told my parents, and I got a tour of the apartment. I fell in love with it, which is the apartment I'm in right now. I fell in love with it, and I'm just like, I could do this. Like, you know, I could do this. Like, I'm just really gonna have to grow up a little bit faster, paying bills and all that stuff. But I was fine with it because I knew I was living off campus. 2, I was not having no roommates at all. Like, I didn't have to answer to nobody, have to deal with nobody. If somebody wanted me to turn off the music, I didn't have to turn off the music. I could play my music. Like, so that was just like, and it was just like, it just motivated me to go to work, because I'm just like, yo, I'm really about to be doing this, living on my own crib, coming home, put that key in the door, that's my crib. Like, what? So So yeah, that's how I moved out. I was just saving my little money I was making at my job. Got my apartment. Everything was like in my name. It was kind of hard because like you had to have a certain amount of income to get the apartment, but you had to have like a certain amount of income to get the apartment, but that's everything was handled. I was good. I told them I'm a student, so they understood. But yeah, as long as I met my bills on time, I will be fine. And that's just how I moved out. Now, so far with me living on my own and who I ended up living with and all that stuff, I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna save that for another video because that is like, I could go on and on and on about that, and I'm gonna save that for another video. But that is how I moved out at 18. I'm very fortunate. I'm not trying to brag, just like not trying to brag at all. I'm very humble about it. Like, I know there's a lot of people who want to move out or in situations where they can't move out, they feel like they can't. I just want to let you guys know you could do it. You guys could do it. Like, I thought it was like, it's really like it's a long process, like just to like sit there and look for apartments. Oh, this one looks nice, and then you try to contact the person doesn't even pick up. You set up so many visits. It's just like, if you really want to do it, you'll do what it takes to do it. Just know that, like, really pray on it. I prayed on it all the time. I made sure I was focused in school, do what I had to do in school so that I know I wasn't gonna fall behind on my grades. I didn't want to fall behind on my grades, then it could show to my parents, oh, you can't even stay focused in school while you working. Like, you're gonna how you gonna support yourself with your own apartment, you know? So I make sure I stay focused in that aspect of my life. And yeah, so I am very grateful. I've always wanted to do an apartment tour, guys. Like, everybody always tells me to do an apartment tour. Just that, like, my apartment is just not fully ready. Like, there's still more furniture I want to buy and still more decoration I want to put up and all that stuff. So just like, I don't want to do an apartment tour until I officially get everything that I need. So hopefully apartment tour comes soon, but it definitely will come. It's just not ready yet, guys. It's just not ready yet. But yeah, that's how I moved out at 18. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and more videos will be coming soon.